Hey everyone, this is Chanel Lamb. I have with me Tanisha Jones. She will be my interviewee for this project. What our project is we had to take a organization that is already set in place and take some things that they don't serve and come up with our own program to service the community. Tanisha was in charge of the KIP Care
Yes.
program that is a part of the Second Chance program, correct?
Yes.
So I will allow Miss Tanisha to introduce herself.
Hello, I am Tanisha Jones, a Master of Public Administration, and I coordinated the KIP Care program for over 3 years.
Okay, so the first thing I would like for you to do is tell us a little bit about the KIP Care program.
The KIP Care program is a grant-funded program under the Second Chances program that provides services to ex-offenders and their families along with their caregivers. The program is mainly designed to reunify families and break the cycle of generational incarceration.
Okay, so I heard you say that it is grant funded. Could you expand upon that?
Yes, the KIP Care at one point was funded by the Community Development Block Grant, and that's a grant that they give to better communities. That's a federal grant. However, the KIP Care ultimately moved over to a Human Services grant that was funded by the local Department of Human Services in the city of Norfolk.
Okay, and what population is most served by the KIP Care program?
Through the KIP Care program, children from the ages of 5 to 18 in the Norfolk community are serviced. We provide services to the incarcerated parents as well as the caregivers of those children.
And what effect do you feel the program have had on families?
Well, one thing that I know for sure is it did help to break the cycle of generational incarceration, because we did have some children to actually graduate high school. Some of them have joined the military. Some of them have gotten their GEDs. It also made it easier to reunify once the parents were released from incarceration. With parents being reunified with their families once they were released, the KIP Care program was able to provide an extra layer of supportive services for those households, which made the transition back into the family a lot easier for those parents that were being released from incarceration.
Can you tell me some of the challenging parts of the reunification process?
Definitely. One of the things that I can remember that was a challenge would be when the parents were released from incarceration. A lot of times, they have all this built up energy where they believe that, hey, I'm going to go into the household and we're going to start doing this, or we're going to start doing that, where they want to kind of hit the ground running. So just helping them to understand that it is a slow, gradual, sensitive process that they have to go through, and they can't just come in and uproot everything that's going on and start their own, plans. So with that being said, just helping to bring a realistic factor into the whole equation with those parents that were incarcerated. And then not only that, we dealt with a lot of caregivers that were resentful towards the parents that were being released, after taking care of the kids alone for so many years.
What are some services that aren't provided that you feel is needed?
Well, I think one of the things that is much more needed would be the counseling, because there is, I do believe, a clinical aspect to it where the parents do need therapy, they do need counseling, the children need it as well. However, it's kind of difficult to get the parents to consistently attend counseling sessions. So with that being said, I do think that counseling is one of those services that are needed, as well as more emphasis and focus being placed on the family reunification and doing things with the families once they are released, because a lot of times they kind of just drop off after that.
Do they drop off because of lack of interest in the program or anymore, or is it because you don't offer services that continue after?
We haven't really gotten to a point where we're offering services after the parents are released.
Okay.
So some of the services provided by the KIP Care program, we did do an after-school tutoring program for the children, because one of the goals was to improve academic performance. We also did parenting classes in the local jail, just to help once, the parents to get education on how to become a part of the family once they are released. and we took them on cultural outings and events just to help expose them to different things, to outside of the norm of what they were used to.